the Columbia, Eulalie, you mentioned Cha-Cha Coconuts, and then you guys have also brought back the Goody Goody Burger.
Yes, the original drive-in burger joint of Tampa that was founded in 1925.
I was lucky enough. My dad took me there. I was probably maybe 10 years old when it was in downtown. I think on Franklin, the old location.
I don't think it was Franklin. It was right there.
It was like north, I remember.
I mean, it was right there off the interstate because I went there many times. My father used to love to bring those burgers home to us on Saturdays. And I was never a fan.
To bring that back. Now, how did that all kind of happen with you guys? Did you contact the old owners and get permission, or how did that play out?
So as soon as they closed, my father started pursuing them and saying, I want to buy the concept. I want to buy your recipes. I want to buy your sign. And they declined. They declined. And I think it probably took about 10 years. And my father said, this is my last offer. I really want to bring this concept back, please. And so they said, okay, not a problem. They handed us basically a bunch of loose leaf papers with handwritten recipes that some of them didn't match. Oh, good.
Old school style. Very old school.
But we bought the rights of it, and then we started working on bringing all those recipes back.
Type in Goody Tampa, and then you might be able to see the old restaurant, which was... It looked old, you know.
Yeah. That was back in the day where they wear the roller skates.
There it is right there.
Yep.
That's the old Business Journal article, acquires the iconic brand. There you go. I love how you guys kept the sign. Well, not the exact sign, obviously, but rebuilt it in Hyde Park Village.
Yes.
Really, I don't remember it being a diner type concept either.
It was simpler back then.
Right.
Really, it was burgers, pies, shakes. My father loves breakfast, and I think that's where the breakfast driving point, came from.
Yeah, because it has a diner feel today, right?
You've
definitely
got
breakfast,
does.
And you can sit at the counter and get a coffee.
Well, if you went to the old Goody, there wasn't much to it.
No. It was just a couple tables in an old building.
Yeah.
And a kind of a unique style of burger too, right? The pock style, with pickles, onions, and then special sauce. We can't reveal what's in the special sauce, I would imagine. But like it's like a tomato base?
It's a tomato-based sauce.
Yeah.
That was one that we had the hardest time reproducing because we had multiple recipes. None of them matched. Everyone remembered it tasting differently. We would have many tasting sessions. We'd bring people back that were old Tampa that remember going there as a child. And we'd be like, what do you think? How close are we? And they would give us direction. It's really hard recreating something from someone's past because everyone remembers it differently.
That's how you created that special sauce?
Trial and error.
Was trial and error. So when the old founders or the old owners gave you the recipe, it was just like random sheets of paper? And...
There was a couple different versions, and we're like, which one's right?
Oh, no.
And actually, at the time, the woman who originally made the pie, she was still alive, and so we brought her in so she could teach us how to make, especially the butterscotch pie, which they were infamous for. And so when she made it, we tasted it and we're like, oh, that's too sweet for today's palate. So we actually had to reinvent it, make it something that was more approachable for today's, customer. And every now and then we'll feature that old recipe for those people who remember that.
Extra sweet edition.
Extra sweet.
If you enjoyed this clip, click here for the full episode and make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.